empty the house because Jackson's starting to take the floor out of the back room where all our stuff was. So all my indoor plants are going to be outside for the next few weeks, and I'm hoping that they survive, fingers crossed. But I've just put them all here for now, just in a nice little neat corner. So hopefully they survive and the wind doesn't ruin them, or the rain doesn't ruin them, or the sun doesn't ruin them. We will see, but I'll give you an update on what Jax has done in the house. There is no floor in the house whatsoever, but it's actually a really nice warm day. It's 26 degrees today, hence the red face. But yeah, so I'll show you in there. And also I've added a new little addition into the vegetable garden, just a terracotta pot with lavender in it. And Jackson mowed the grass around it, so it looks so much neater and nicer. So I'll show you that first, and then I'll go in the house because he's finished. I thought he was grinding some nails off, but as you walk in, there is literally no floor at all. Is there? No floor.
No floor.
It's crazy. It looks huge now. And he's jacked up quite a bit of this side of the house. It used to slant down that corner, and now it's like up really high, so he's done an awesome job. We just bought these jacks off Kogan, and they come really quick. It took like only a few days, or like a week or something.
Yeah, a week or something like that.
A week, yeah. But they're doing the job. You can hear it creak the house up.
You can actually see it. That's how much it's come off the bottom of that stump. Watch it go down. Watch that part there.
Oh wow. That's insane.
That's how much they're lifting it. They're good. Good little jacks. Probably could have done with another 10, but...
Oh, we might have to.
Nah.
You've got some? Just borrow some.
No, I'll just make it work. I'll just make that amount work.
Cool. Looks huge in here.
It does look huge.
But yeah.
The air's coming through and starting to dry it out.
Yeah.
It's just a shame it's going to rain this afternoon.
I know. That corner is where we took all our stuff out of this morning, so yeah, I was just saying it's nice and 26 degrees and warm.
I'm gonna go down and I've got to go grab some fuel.
Fuel?
I'm going to go fill the jerry cans. I was just going to
for the mower.
Doing this last little bit of the floor. I left this so we can walk on it.
Yeah.
That's really ready to lift now.
Cool. Nearly all systems go. But yeah, I'll show you my pot that I put into the veggie garden. I just put it in the middle, but I think I'm gonna get a couple more because they look really cute. It's just from Bunnings, and then I just got the lavender from Bunnings, and I also bought a tomato plant because I think a bird ate the tomato seedlings that were in there, but nothing else got ruined, so I just bought tomato plants in the end, which is here. I think that's normal tomato and cherry tomato, and then this is my cute little pot that I put in the middle. So it's just lavender and then a terracotta pot from Bunnings, but I think it looks quite cute. And yeah, the grass is all mowed, so it's looking a lot neater now. Spring has officially sprung for today, only because it's going to rain later tonight. But I'm not complaining, this weather has been beautiful. So yeah, we've got these bricks that we need to tidy up. One's over there that we'll reuse. It's a bit of a rubbish tip at the moment, but that's all right, it's part of the process.
I don't know where I really left off, but I've actually ripped up probably 80% of the floor now, which I saw the last time that wasn't ripped up, and the other side and the bathroom and just a little bit of this. So now I'm about 80% ripped up. Floors removed, joists are exposed, joists and bears are exposed, and the stumps are both exposed. I've left this just a little trail in here because we're going to bucket sand in and concrete in for the stumps and whatnot. So that will be the start of our little run, and then I can sort of just track it to wherever I want to go. I've actually started to lift the house, but the rain started up again. We were expecting rain again today, so right on cue, it's turned up. Actually started on the east side of the house and started to raise that up, and I've actually got that up a fair bit. The total over in that corner, I'll turn the laser on and might not project it. being daylight, because it's a red laser, not green. But you can actually see it over there, can you? Yeah, so you can see it. So at the moment, let's see if we can see it on that. That laser there, that's 300 to that laser. This was actually the lowest point in the house, this side, and now it's at 300 mil. It was at 430 or something. It was very, very low. And obviously, that gap that I always was referring to, that's the actual lift off the deck now, which is, the house was sitting on the deck and bending those bits of board. So obviously the piers are in, and they're working a treat. I'm actually 100% convinced that we'll get that up now. So all we need is some weather on our side, and we'll get this house cranking up. At the moment, that there has been done. So over on the east side of the house, that has been done. I'm just working in the center. So the most southern point of the house itself, the east side corner and the southern front. I'm trying to lift that up, so because what's happening is there's a lot of weight from that single gable that's coming out that makes up the veranda. So that's actually forcing a fair bit of weight on these internal walls, and obviously these stumps are no good, they're knackered. So they're so far down and it's incredibly wet there. Obviously it was a pocket of earth where the water just drained to. So I'm trying to bring that up and release some pressure off the center there. And also I've got this side up about 80 mil already. So chimneys are gone too. I'm sure you've seen that, but I'm trying to bring up the center just to even it out. So when we do that next jack on the right hand side, that sort of just doesn't put heaps of pressure on the center, because if you just keep lifting each side, it's obvious what's going to happen. You're just going to start to snap joists and probably bearers. I don't think you'd snap bearers, but you're going to start to snap timbers, so it's not good. In regards to the line, that's obviously where we've got to go, and that's where the floor is there. So we've still got in this, I haven't even checked actually, let's check. So we're about 430 there originally, and now we are 370. We've gone up about 70 mil there, which is a lot. It doesn't look like much, but it's definitely a lot. So it's good that has come up 70 mil. Then we know we're moving somewhere. I put that picket there as just a reference point. It's raining outside today. I don't really feel like going out there and jumping around in the wet, jacking houses up, but I think I might have to chuck the old fishing coat on and go out and have a go. But I've actually got a fair bit to do today before I start jacking anything. There's this sort of lean-to off the back of the house that I want to start to, it's actually just being counterlevered at the moment. It's really dangerous, obviously, and well, it's not really dangerous, but it's just not good for the house. It's putting unwanted pressure on the house. So I've got to get around there with some high lift jacks and jack that back edge. As you can see, like, look at that big slope in the house there. It's massive. That window's just off to the left-hand corner there. So I need to put a point on each, like maybe 3 jacks along there, and then we just have that little undercover area there that I want, filthy windows, that I want to see to. And then also I have this little bit of wall here that I've got to repair. Probably just cut out all the timbers as they are, and chuck a wall in there. Might even just build a little frame wall and put it in there, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's what's happening today. Cool. I originally left this back bit of the floor of the house It's the old lean-to, which I still think this was the original house, and that was sort of the veranda, and then that was the veranda, and that was sort of a little wash house sort of thing. So what I'm doing now is I originally left this floor, had intentions that it was going to be a good walkway, and because I was going to stick the ripsaw through and just cut this whole back of the house off. I've gone against that for a couple of reasons. Water, it's not that hard to lift. The house is actually really easy to lift once you get some firm ground. What I'm doing now is I'm going to remove that floor and get rid of all that flooring. Probably not that as much because that's all old stumps, but these concrete stumps are tied in. There's a bit of Rio that comes out of the concrete and then that gets folded over the bearer. What I need to do is I need to get that floor up and crank some pressure between the bearer and the ground to make a small gap, about 3 mil big, and stick the blade in there and cut that off. So it frees the stump. We're not reusing these stumps. These stumps are no longer they're no longer to be the right height, so they're rubbish pretty much. What we're going to do now is pretty much lift this whole house with the lift. It just makes for a easier. These are sort of the same bearers. I've got a bit of floor repairing and trying to make it go back to sort of normal. Yeah, I've got a fair bit to do in the way of repairing and rehashing, and I've put a little spreader beam there. I need to put one through here. Obviously I need to build this wall, need to build this wall. Like there's millions of things, but we're gonna just try and chip away at it. But for today, I'm a bit sore, so I'm moving really slow and I'm unenthused. So what I'm doing is rain's on and off, so I'm not really outside, I'm just inside. I'm just gonna chip the rest of this floor up, get it gone. I was like, oh, I'll just take one bit off, you know, and then I'll be able to get to the stumps. No, Jackson, just do it properly, rip it up, get rid of it, burn it, throw it in the bin, whatever, and just make your life so much easier. So pretty much the old stumps are over there and the new stumps are here, so I just need to expose this area. This is all I need to do. It's tiny, it's a tiny mount. There's probably one freaking sheet of yellow tongue under there, but it is nailed down and it's been bastard. So yeah, I'm gonna get that under control, lift that up and cut those stumps, and then the house is free. It should just straight up, easy, simple. What I've done now is I've got the door open. That can work, which that was just because the weight was just binding on it. So now it all works. So pretty much for the rest of the week now, just going to inch it up, you know, every day, just slowly but surely get it up to the position where we need it to be. I went to TM&H this morning, got all the supplies pretty much to subfloor. So yeah, that yellow tongue, insulation, concrete stumps, the whole works. So that's all going to be here by the end of the week. So if I can have this up and around the position and concrete stumps dug by the end of the week, we could be putting in concrete stumps in the mid next week. New concrete stumps. So that's exciting. So pretty much just need to keep giving it, you know, 8-10 hour days every day for the rest of the week, and we should see the house at its you know, proposed height. Keep ticking along, keep doing my thing.